a brand new day, and we'll be making history. Are you with me? Won't you stay? We have come so far. This is who we are. And like the rising sun, we have just begun to play our part. This is the time we form the chorus. Lift your voice for those before us. We can rely on one another. Feel the pride, let's show our colors. We are heroes and dreamers. We are restless believers.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. This is Gail of Gaia, and this is Free Range, where we graze on wild ideas. And today's our Soul Talk Day with Michelle Marie Angel, and we're going to talk about creating a peaceful paradise. And let me bring Michelle on. Welcome, Michelle. So happy that you're here with me today.
Hi, Gail. How are you?
I'm hanging in there. That's all I can say is hanging in there. And you just did a big move, didn't you?
I just did a big move and I'm recovering still.
I bet. That's a lot of work, especially by yourself.
Oh my gosh.
I hope you had some people helping you anyway.
I did. I had angels show up. Believe me, I needed them because a lot of people fell through. And so the angels that I didn't schedule showed up at the last minute. Even when my car died in the middle of the move.
Oh no. Is that when you needed to get a battery?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
lovely. That sounds like a typical move day. I always used to say, you find out who your real friends are when you move.
Right. Yeah. And you make new ones.
Yeah, there you go. That used to be funny because, the more people you get, the easier it is on everybody. But trying to get people is sometimes a real challenge.
Yeah. Sometimes we can't do it at the last minute for this, that, or the other reason.
Exactly. Well, moving right along, we picked a topic out of the book that you wrote with all the poems and prose. It's a new world after all, and I really think that really is what we're trying to create, is a peaceful paradise. And the more we envision that, the sooner we can make it happen. But we have to envision it as first start with ourselves.
And sometimes it's hard to keep the focus because we get knocked off center. We have things to deal with in life. We have things to deal with in life. We have things that will take our attention, will take our energy, intense things, really. It could be health. It could be moving.
Yes.
It could be finances. It could be
relationships with family members or friends.
Absolutely. So we're really multitasking and with challenges in really learning energy mastery. And part of energy mastery is keeping our focus on the end goal. And the end goal is that the divine plan, and we are all, part of making the divine plan. We each have our own blueprint and we all have our part in manifesting the divine plan. So we're creating heaven on earth, which is a peaceful paradise. And so, in the little section I was going to bring up was from It Is a New World After All, Poetry and Prose to Inspire a New World Vision. This book has 44 sections, and each section has a word, a quote, a poem, and an essay. So the word for this one is paradise. That's what we're creating. In one word, it's paradise. And the quote is, take time to imagine our peaceful paradise on earth. Welcome to paradise. After all, it is a new world.
Because we create it.
Yes. And the word is really important because when we use our language, we want to focus on the now. And when you say it is a new world, you're not just putting it in the future, you're putting it in the now. And in our mind, in 0 point consciousness, we always are in the eternal moment of now, and we can access 0 point consciousness by being in the now consciously and saying that it is a new world. It is a peaceful paradise.
That's what we were always taught as well, when we would pray, to imagine that we already have it. It's already.
Yeah. And in Greg Braden's book, The Isaiah Effect, he talks about the lost secret of prayer, which is the last thing, is always being grateful that it's already answered. It's really important to move into gratitude. Gratitude shows faith. Gratitude says it already is, and it really already is in spirit, and then it comes down into the physical reality. So it really is already is. But having faith with gratitude actually is an interdimensional tool that we can use. It's a vibrational tool to raise the vibration and raise the vision into the now moment and into physical reality. So gratitude is really an excellent tool that we really can't forget from day to day.
That's so important. I'd like to read what you wrote in
I was
Peaceful
hoping
Paradise.
you offered before I even asked you. Good job.
Yes, I enjoy reading your poetry and prose. So, and this is called Peaceful Paradise. We're in heaven on earth, that's for sure. Like the energy in nature, it seems so pure. Take a deep breath. It seems so refreshing. We're living in harmony, all energies meshing. Now everyone loves and gets love in return. We're living in peace. The tables have turned. We don't have to do anything. We can just be. We love each other unconditionally. We've all worked so hard to discard our old stuff. We said, no more misery. We've had enough. Nobody stands for anything except for the truth. The whole world is free, even our youth. Greed is absolved. We all have enough. All tummies are full. No more times that are tough. We play and enjoy our unique creativity. We opened up to our inner sensitivity. The truth has revealed a great understanding, the love within unity and awareness expanding. No more secrets or lies, pollution or war. We've peeled all the layers and reached the core. At last, each inner child has been freed. Our Father, Mother, God meets every need. We experience the oneness of God's presence. We've realized the purity of our very essence. We've ushered in a new age of peace. With love, we've helped our joy to increase. With bright sunny days and feeling so light, we celebrate life all day and all night.
Imagine celebrating. Woohoo! I like to imagine festivals with food and drink and music and dancing, and like all the different communities of the world are, dancing together. Like there's a worldwide, celebration for, the whole world.
Gathering. The ultimate gathering.
Exactly.
And celebration, because we made it.
We made it. I was thinking when you were reading this, the line that you read, the whole world is free, even our youth. I did not know then what I know now. And that is even more significant.
Yes, it is.
To free our youth. And there's so many things that, they've been targeted for. Think of all the things that we know of, like things right now.
Story hour. Oh,
exactly.
Masking, standing apart from each other. I mean, all of these things are
the very lucrative business of getting these, not just in this recent history, but ever since in the 80s when they really increased that schedule, and then the worst of the worst, which is the I don't even really want to say it, but what we know happens underground and what we know happens with, children that's unimaginable. Let me
Trafficking, yeah.
because everyone knows what that is, probably, that watches this channel. And to free our youth. I mean, I pray about it and I see it, and it's happening. It's definitely happening, and our prayers are being answered in that regard. But imagine it's all cleaned up. It's all cleaned up. All of that, everything for everyone. We have our prosperity, all of our prosperity is here. All of our health and all the technology that brings all of our health and wholeness back. Everything that just clears all the toxins in our water and air and bodies. Just feel how refreshed we feel. We're like springtime on Earth, and all of us are like spring chickens again.
Wouldn't that be nice?
It is nice.
Is.
Yeah, it is nice, because
we have to get back to that is in
that's the 0 point consciousness, and that's our practice as conscious creators, that it is nice, and holding that vision that it already is with gratitude. With gratitude, it already is. And back to Greg Braden. Did you ever see that video where there was people standing around a woman that had a tumor, and they were saying,
where they were all
healed, already
and they
healed,
already healed.
And so the same thing when we're creating, it already is, it already is, it already is. So we're holding that vision. And the more we put energy into the higher vision of being on the other side of all of the oppression and conflict and division and everything, we're on the other side. We need to hold that vision of unity, and we need to don't give our attention to the division or discord or anything, but keep raising our vibration and be models and set an example. And, we ourselves are transforming ourselves, because, we were programmed a certain way, and we're deprogramming and reprogramming. And that takes a lot of transformational work, as I know, because we're still in the process, and we're lifting the vibration of all of humanity. And we're actually transferring those tools. Just like in the 100th monkey, when they were washing the potatoes in one part of the world, and suddenly another part of the world, the monkey started washing the potatoes without actually communicating. Well, that's 0 point consciousness. And that is like photonic intelligence. And we are light beings. We are photonic beings. Photonic intelligence gets transferred in the 0 point, because there's no time or space. So when we reach that precipice, when we reach the 100th monkey, whatever you want to call it, that information gets transferred automatically without doing it like face to face verbally. It's that 0 point consciousness, and we're all part of the one unified field of consciousness. And so we are raising vibration. We are making a difference. It already is in our mind, and that whole essence of that scenario is getting transferred through the light and through images of the collective consciousness. So we're actually more powerful than what we realize.
Yes. Well, we've been dumbed down into powerlessness and hopeless. I mean, maybe not hopelessness, but we certainly have been conditioned to not think that much of ourselves. We're sinners.
Yeah. And that's the transformational process we're in. Yeah, that's the transformational process we're in. All those old programs are being dissolved, and we are recreating how we think and feel about ourselves. We are rediscovering our true identity of light beings, of powerful beings, of intelligent beings. And we're just not allowing that anymore. It's dissolving. It's dissolving quite quickly. And so the work that we're doing is being in this 0 point consciousness and using language differently. and feeling our divine authority and using the power of the spoken word. Like when we work with decrees, we work with saying affirmations out loud. We work with group consciousness by sharing intentions and by sharing this video and, saying that poem out loud, for example. We're sharing those, the essence of those ideas with all of the audience. And so the audience and us, everybody sharing those ideas, we are creating our new world together because we're focusing on that image, and that light, our imagination of that light is bringing that into being. That's what we're shining forth. And that's how it comes into creation, scientifically, as a matter of physics.
Well, now that you brought up shining our light, it just brings me to Shine So Bright, another poem.
Oh, awesome. I hope you're going to read it.
That's what I hope. That's what I was going to do, unless you wanted to. But I like to read your poetry because it's fun. But anyway, so here we go. The name of this is Shine So Bright, since we are all light. So anyway, inner light shines so bright, everything is clear. There really is no darkness. There is no need to fear. With so much love I have for me, inside is where I live. When I go out, I have courage. I have a lot to give. Inner light shines so bright, my inner child is healed, lifting layers of pain that used to be my shield. With so much love I have for God and that God has for me, I always feel peace deeply, no matter what I see. Inner light shines so bright, radiate love that soothes, touch the souls in my life with my every move. With so much love for humankind and everything on earth, inspiring love to waken all, realizing their great worth.
Everybody is worthy, no matter how many times we make mistakes. It's just part of the process of life, and there's nothing wrong with making mistakes. What we really do need to focus on, in my humble opinion, is our own worthiness. And our worthiness is when we face the light and go in the right direction. It's okay if we stumble and fall. It's okay if we, don't have it right or perfect every time. As long as we're heading in the right direction and we know where we want to be and where we're going, and we ask for help and we ask for guidance and we ask for strength. And asking is so, so, so important because we are all one. And part of our humility is being able to ask for help. And our humility actually makes us greater, paradoxically.
It's hard to ask for help, just like it's hard to ask for for donations or for, please buy my products so I can pay the bills on here, that kind of thing. But anyway,
well, don't feel bad about asking, because we are supposed to ask, and it's that feeling of worthiness inside that gives you the courage to ask. And the thing is, everybody has a real choice. If they understand and have compassion, then they'll be inspired to give. And if they don't have it or are not inspired, then they won't. There's nothing wrong with asking, and there's nothing wrong with being inspired and giving, and there's nothing wrong with let someone who can do it, because there's no obligation whatsoever. Just because you ask, it doesn't mean there's an obligation just because you ask.
Exactly. Because there are times when there are people that actually are not in a position that to be able to. Sometimes, I've had less than $5 in my account more than one time. And certain times of the month are more difficult to do anything than others as well. So anyway,
can I say something about that? I really do want to say something about that, because this is really all about empowerment. And I just love this. I love this. I love this. I love this. And so what I'm going to look up is it's already here. It's already here. And that's part of using the consciousness of it is. It's already here on 102. Here we go. 102. This is for everybody. Okay. It's already here. I'll read this one if you don't mind. It's fun to read them once in a while.
No, go for it.
Okay. It's already here. If you're looking for anything, there's no reason to fear. Look inside, you'll see it's already here. Believe it or not, the truth of your being is making up everything that you're seeing. Whatever it is you wish to have or give with love and vision, it's what you can live. What about love, the special person for me? Inside there is love, just let it be. Let it blossom as you express who you are. Your love will attract them. You won't have to go far. What about material things that I need? Look inside, plant the seed. Feel the feeling. Picture that you have it. It will come right to you. Reach out and grab it. Trust God in your heart to supply every need. There's plenty for all, no reason for greed. Feel your abundance, be of good cheer. Express deep gratitude that it's already here.
Yeah, that's the key.
That's the key to remember. And remembering and practicing is sort of where we're at right now. Like many of us have all these tools, and we're in a period of transformation. And so sometimes we fall back on our old ways or old programming or old ways of thinking and being. And other times we remember our tools and we feel empowered and we, keep doing the work. And eventually we practice and practice and practice. And we've grown. We've all grown so much. And it doesn't mean we're perfect. It means we're going in the right direction. And we keep learning and practicing and learning and practicing and gathering together and giving each other encouragement and lifting each other up and praying for each other, right?
Definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just taking a look and seeing if anybody is on the different channels listening, because I asked if I do have a YouTube channel up that if people are there, they can ask questions from YouTube that I can put up on the screen.
Speaking of questions, I've been meaning to ask you, and I'm putting this on you quickly, but I would like it if you would ask a question. It can be for yourself, for humanity, for just any question whatsoever. I have my cards here, both angel and tarot cards, and I want to pull an angel card. But if you would just think of any random question, I want to pull a card and just do a spontaneous reading, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
It can be for the audience. It can be for you. It can be for humanity.
Well, I would. Let's see. I can get any ideas here. Well, let me ask this. People want to hear this. Is humanity heading for something wonderful and different from anything that they've ever had before?
Okay. Oh, this is great. Okay. You know what's funny? There's always synchronicities. I just brought up Greg Braden's book, The Isaiah Effect, and guess what card I drew? Isaiah. Isaiah is an angel card. Okay, here's the message. It's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I am watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes. And I'm going to read the additional message, okay?
Okay.
All right. So this is for humanity. This is who you asked for. You are all ripe with new possibilities. Isn't that perfect? You are all ripe with new possibilities, and you feel an urgency to push into new territory.
Yes.
Beloved ones, your new and exciting life changes are inevitable. New and exciting life changes are inevitable. There's
You
your
pulled
answer.
that card. You pulled that card when I asked that question. Right?
That's right. That's right. There's no turning back. Instead of playing it safe, you decided to move forward. All of you, everyone watching, all of the light workers and paradigm pioneers, you decided to move forward. That's why I am with you right now, giving you the extra courage and comfort that you need. However, there's no need to rush. This is a time of incubation where nature can allow everything to grow in its innate rhythm. Be assured that your life changes will hatch at just the right moment. In the meantime, know that God and the angels are watching over each and every one of you. You are safe and very loved. Congratulations on the birth of this new period of your lives.
Wow. Well, I guess we got an answer directly related to what was asked.
And I just got goosebumps. This was like, thank
Right
you.
on.
Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Isn't that fun?
Definitely, yes. Oh, wow.
Yep. So do you have another topic? Because if not, I can turn to any page, which is always the perfect thing. Or
Let's
you can
try that. Let's try that. I'm just
right.
trying
Let's
to think
take
of something else. I'm not coming up with anything at the moment.
Well,
I'm
you
a
know what? This is
dull
easy.
today.
This is easy and it works every time. I'm going to do it and then you can do it next. Okay.
Okay.
Turns. Okay. Yeah, we'll just keep with this book right here. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is nice. This one is conscious kindness.
Oh, yeah, I've read that one. That's a good one.
Kindness. The kindness comes from a compassionate heart and a love-attuned mind. Okay, that was the quote. Here's the poem. Conscious kindness. For those unaware, thoughtfulness lacks, deeply hurting us, turning their backs. Because they know not what they do, forgiveness bestowed heals them and you. Contemplating others as heart is in pieces, I know I've fallen short, awareness increases. Gratitude expressed, growing inside, vow to do better creates inner pride. Universe of order instills accountability, eventually waking up, taking responsibility. Open to God, compassion that heals, warming my heart, how much better it feels. Intent to become consciously kind, expressing God's love, opens heart and mind. And I'd like to say something about what inspired that poem. I was actually hurt deeply, and I was using life as my mirror. And so when I was experiencing that I got hurt by someone, I thought, I'm going to bring it home and say, this is my reflection. And where have I been unkind and hurt people? And how can I use this to improve myself and my sense of being compassionate and more careful to be more kind than I ever have been? Because I know I'm not perfect either. And sometimes just inadvertently, we do things without, considering others and how it makes them feel. And so we've all, not just on purpose, but inadvertently been unkind. So what I did was I processed this feeling of somebody was unkind to me, but I'm going to turn it around and say, where have I been unkind and how can I improve myself about being more kind? And so I wrote this poem when I was processing that energy and trying to bring it home and, use it to improve myself.
It's,
yeah.
I'm just looking at a page that I turned to.
All right. Okay. What's the next one?
Okay, the one that I'm going to go through, it's called Choice.
Oh, good.
A choice or intent, holding the space for goodwill toward all, allows peace and harmony to exist undisturbed. That's the quote.
Okay.
Here is the poem, and it's entitled Love or Fear. When you think for a moment, it's really quite clear. We can come from fear. It all sounds so simple to make the best choice. When we come from love, our souls rejoice. Simple love flows purely from our heart, with infinite variety of expression to impart. We can smile, lend a hand, give a kiss or a hug. We can wrestle and play, roll around on the rug. We can love ourselves too as we play. We could laugh and sing and stay in nature all day. We could take a bath with candles of fire. We could dream of having our heart's desire. But fear, it's more tricky. We don't always discern how to make the best choice, but we can learn. Reactions are habits that can come from fear. Our anger or resistance affects those that are near. Judgment is fear of what we don't accept. Feeling this energy, many have wept. Jealousy is fear of not being special enough. Losing your love mate would really be tough. Fear of anything sends your attention to it. It attracts it right to you with energy conduit. We know we send energy with our attention, with every thought or word that we mention. Now we are learning and changing fast. Fear is becoming a thing of the past. With love from our hearts, we make each decision. Love's arrow creates joy with certain precision.
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I love the reminders. Because the repetition brings it, it helps reprogram our consciousness. All the things, the way we were programmed before, a lot of it was repetition. Yeah. And that's how they do commercials and everything, repetition, right, and putting on your emotions. So, yeah, these ideas, I like to look back at them, to really anchor in this new consciousness. Yeah. So, definitely. I want to read a poem, and it's sort of like, it's about going out in nature. Okay. And then I'm
is it called Nature or Green Healing or something like that? I think I saw that.
Green Healing. Yeah, today. Green Healing.
Funny that you brought that up.
I know, right?
Exactly,
well, yeah. We can exchange stories after I read this, okay? About going out in nature. Okay. This is called Green Healing. Yeah. It's in the section Nature. Mommy Nature nurtures our inner child, cleanses our soul, and refreshes our energy. We just love our Earth Mother. Okay, here's the poem. Green Healing. Feeling heavy energy, chaos dwells inside of me. Stopping time just to be. Only green is what I see. Mother Nature, my reliable cure, absorbing energy that is pure. Getting centered, being sure, nothing more now to endure. Chakra demons blockage cease. Wheels of life get prana grease. Spiritual energy lends new lease. Deeply feeling inner peace. Love connects me to the whole. Bond with God sensed in my soul. Being present to console. Guidance comes about my role. New perspective totally. What is perfect. Now I see. God's love is always a part of me, creating a new reality.
Lovely.
And I wrote that poem because I was having a very chaotic, difficult day. And I went to a restaurant and the person didn't show up that I was supposed to meet. So I went and collected my son and we went to a different restaurant. And getting really hungry by now, I ordered some food. He ordered something, and it came with red meat, bacon, or something like that. And I don't eat red meat. And so I had to send it back and wait again for something else. And so that's the way the day was going. So after I had lunch, I dropped my son off and I went to the park and I sat on a low limb of a tree and I just looked around at the green energy and absorbed nature. And I felt so relieved, and I felt so, my energy shifted just, by changing my environment to going to a park and being surrounded by green. And so then I went home and I was inspired to write this poem about that experience. And that's what happened to me. What happened to you?
Well, I have been going out on a trail on an almost daily basis, as long weather permitting, of course, and very early in the morning, so I still have time to get everything else done. It changes everything. It rebalances you. It brings joy back. It's healing energy. There's no other way to put it. It's healing and balancing, and nature just has that ability to do that. And a lot of times I'll take my shoes off too and put my feet on the ground. You can't walk around in Arizona with bare feet too much because you will step on rocks and goat heads and sharp little things that'll stick you. But it's been beautiful out in the desert here this spring. There's a ton of desert flowers. The cactuses are blooming right now with these big flowers. And they get a whole bunch of them, a whole row all along the top of the cactus. It's beautiful. And of course, the red rocks in Sedona are unsurpassed, really. It's beautiful here.
So the beauty touches your soul, and the colors of the flowers touches your soul, and the whole energy.
The peace. There's a peace, especially if you get there early enough in the morning, because as it gets a little later in the morning, then you start hearing planes going and people driving loud trucks, and all of a sudden the noise pollution comes into play. So I like getting there really early in the morning, and it's totally peaceful, totally quiet, just serenity and beauty. And it's very.
Yeah, peace is very healing, inner peace and outer peace. And, I've noticed that that's been a theme we didn't do it totally on purpose, but the first poem was about peaceful paradise. But, peace has been brought up in almost all of the poems that we have been selecting randomly, as well. And that peace is really important to consciously maintain the inner peace and the outer peace, and just keep going back to peace.
When we have that kind of peace, that's when we can talk to God, or source. That's when Mother, Father, God comes through.
Yeah, exactly.
That peace, that silence, that beauty, that healing energy just surrounds you, and it's wonderful.
I'm going to do something a little bit different now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask, is there a message for someone in our audience, somebody that, the universe always knows who's here, and there might be a message that's good for several people, but what is one prevalent message that someone or some people need to particularly hear? And maybe later in the comments, someone might say that they needed to hear this. But, people, there are no accidents. People come to these shows when there's something in it that they need to hear. So this is going to be for whoever resonates with the message. Whoever resonates with the message, that's who this is for. Fiona, now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. And, asking, I've been talking a lot about asking. Remember to ask for help. Remember to ask for help. So that's actually a message for everybody, including us. Remember to ask for help. So I'm going to read the rest of it here. I'm so happy that you asked for help from God and the angels. I'm here to ask you to be open to our help. Sometimes I watch you struggle with situations that could easily be resolved if you would let me help you. I wait for you to give me any signal, a prayer, or a thought of help so that I can become involved in the solution. Now you have asked for my help, and I am very glad to assist you. I only ask that you allow me to help you, because you see, at other times you have blocked me from doing so. You believed you didn't deserve my help, or that making necessary life changes was too threatening. Remember that I am here to help you ease your mind. I need you to trust my guidance. Notice the strong and repetitious impressions that come to you through your thoughts and feelings and visions. They are real messages from God through me to you. We won't let you fail in any way. You are fully supported by heaven as you follow your divine guidance. And I'll just add, trust your intuition, trust your guidance. You are loved and guided and supported by God and the angels. And remember to ask and listen and follow the guidance, because they are here for every one of us. So remember to ask and then open to receive, because the help always comes reliably. Something happened. Maybe you put your...
No, I put myself on mute because you were talking and I didn't want to interfere in any way. And anyway, what I was going to say is, was there more that we wanted to bring up today, or?
Oh, there's always more. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. How are we doing? Yeah, we have like about 9 minutes or so. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The next one is going to be finding soul's passion. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Finding soul's passion. It's about purpose, putting meaning and purpose in your life. When people look for direction, they want to know, what is my soul's purpose? You know, what am I here to do? Why?
That's very true. Yes.
Following our true heart's desire is our life purpose. It strengthens our will to live and to give. It is the vitality of life expressing. That's the quote. Now here's the poem. Finding soul's passion. Enthusiasm sparks when a heart is on fire. From the passion of the soul attaining its desire, as wisdom, creativity, and pure love are employed, life feels joyful and the spirit is buoyed. Finding our passion as joy in our heart leads us to our mission, our individual part. As our purpose is discovered, we claim inner peace. Fears, limitations, all blockages cease. The fire of love from our souls, who we are, we find it inside, it's not very far. By looking in deeply and often it's sure, solutions are found, every pain can be cured. Checking in often to see what feels right, we're in tune with spirit all day and all night. With our spiritual connection, we stay very clear. We know what we're up to and why we are here. We know we are love, meant to be expressed. Being kind to others makes us feel best. Deep inside, we know we're all spiritual kin. Our compassion shared openly makes everyone win. We're all up to the same thing in a general sense. When we realize it's love, we get off the fence. It's not time to wobble or waver right now. It's time to make a commitment, a spiritual vow. A simple vow to be ourselves, the best we can be. When we listen to our hearts, it flows naturally. Openly and honestly communicating feelings, opening up to sharing and healing. Feelings are the wisdom that our souls impart, guiding us gently as they flow through our heart. Listening and following our soul's design fulfills our very essence for which we all pine. Let's turn up the love in our hearts and our life. Let's let love's fire burn away stress and strife. Let's create enthusiastically as we live our life's mission. Let's recreate the world now instead of just wishing.
That's cute.
That kind of sums it all up.
Yeah, it does. That's really good.
Yeah, that's a good way to end things and wrap things up. We're all here for a purpose. We're all joining together. And if we sink down or our vibrations get lower, just lift each other back up, think of gratitude, think of something to smile about, help someone else, just do anything to raise your vibration. And it's really good to have angel cards and, books like these. There's a lot of different books that have positive messages. I keep a stack of them in my meditation space, and the angel numbers, for example, we could end by that.
I've been seeing a lot of numbers lately.
Numbers are
cool. Number like 444 or 333. 111.
Let me do those. Let me do 444. Everyone's seeing it. Might as well do it. So this is for everyone. Thousands of angels surround you at this moment, loving and supporting you. You have a very strong and clear connection with the angelic realm and are an earth angel yourself. You have nothing to fear. All is well. That's the truth. These numbers come for a reason. They're communication. This is interdimensional communication. Now for your 333.
Okay. I've been seeing number series a lot lately.
So has everyone I've been talking to. Oh, I did 717 yesterday. I'm going to do that one next.
Okay. Let me put that up there.
You've merged with the Ascended Masters, and they're working with you day and night on many levels. They love, guide, and protect you in all ways. And Mary Elder said 717, and it's funny because I got 717 yesterday, and I just read it yesterday, and I get that number a lot. It's one of my numbers. Okay, here we go, Mary. Your affirmation, prayers, and visualizations are wonderfully inspired and are bringing you the answer to your prayers. Keep up the good mental and spiritual work. That was 717.
Wow, that's Well, the numbers I've seen have always been like the same number, a 3. 222 is another one.
Yeah, I'm gonna do 222. This is awesome. 222. Have faith. Everything's going to be all right. Don't worry about anything, as this situation is resolving itself beautifully for everyone involved.
Okay. Well, we got a heart from Mary.
I just blew her a kiss. Okay. Any other numbers or closing comments or anything you want to ask me or anything you want to say?
I can't think of anything at the moment.
Okay.
333,
all right.
111.
Okay, that's a must do. That's a
classic.
Yeah, it's a classic for sure. Yeah, we're always seeing 111 and 111, so this would be the same for both.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
An energetic gateway has opened for you, rapidly manifesting your thoughts into reality. Choose your thoughts wisely at this time, ensuring that they match your desires. Don't put any energy into thinking about fears at all, lest you manifest them. This is a manifesting number. So it's like a window of opportunity. It's a reminder to envision what you want to create. And let me just say, this comes from Angel Numbers by Doreen Virtue and Lynette Brown. Angel Numbers. It's a very classic book about angel numbers.
Alrighty then.
It's all about love.
Thank you.
Spreading the love, sharing the love.
Do another good heart. Yeah.
Namaste and gratitude.
Namaste. Namaste and in Lakesh.
Yes. In Lakesh.
Yes. Let me. And I guess that's it for today, Michelle. Thank you so much for your time and your wonderful, inspiring poetry.
I hope that, and I'm sure that God has used both of us as instruments to bless. All these blessings are from Source, and through us, they're coming out to reach people. And anybody who is watching this, there are no accidents, and you are blessed, and you are lifted up, and you are loved and appreciated exactly as you are right now. Keep the faith. All is well. We're doing great.
Thank you so much. And do remember, this is listener supported, and Michelle also has her links and her books and so on, and they are wonderful. I wouldn't say that if I didn't think so. And that's why we read the poems. They're so right on for right now. They will lift your heart and your spirit. So you might want to take a look at that or purchase it if you can. But thank you so much, and we'll see you again in about a week. Thank you.
Thank you, Gail. God bless you.
God bless you too. Thank you. God bless everyone.
Yes.
We have found our way. It's a brand new day, and we'll be making history. Are you with me? Won't you stay? We have come so far. This is who we are, and like the rising sun, we have just begun to play our part. This is the time we form the chorus. Lift your voice for those before us. We can rely on one another. Feel the pride, let's show